Do you guys remember on April the 1st, DJI released a video called Mastershots, and we all thought it was an April Fool's prank. Turns out it's a real feature, and it's on the new Air 2S. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and if you love videos about the Air 2S, then hit that subscribe button below because I've got one and I've been shooting a load of content with it. Anyway, most of us thought it was an April Fool's prank, but it turns out that DJI Mastershots is actually a real thing. Now, I haven't seen it yet. This will be the first time we've tested it, but how cool that we can learn together. So we're going to get the brand new DJI Air 2S up in the air, and we're going to see what this Mastershots is all about.
I've got my drone here. We've got lots of satellites acquired. Start the prop spinning and take off. Okay, so it really is a beautiful day. It is unfortunately, however, a little bit on the windy side, but that makes it good for testing, doesn't it? I'm also thoroughly bunged up. It's not COVID. I've just got man flu, which is just as serious. Okay, so go onto the menu on the right-hand side, press Mastershots. By the way, I am using the smart controller. I love it. So first thing we want to do here is to select me, and you see it's automatically selected me actually. It already located me as an object. So now we can set flight route parameters. Oh, this sounds exciting. So width, medium, you can set all the options here. I'm going to set it to large. Let's see what it does. Medium, length, length, oh I see. Width, length and height. I'm going to go for high. I want large height. The length, I suppose. There are obstacles around us here. So remember, this has no sideways tracking. So we have to be careful there. We'll go with that for now. Okay, so that's it. Press start, I guess. Watch out for surrounding obstacles. Well, I hope you do, Mr. Drone. Here it goes. So we're now getting a dolly zoom effect, zoom in and zoom out. And basically, looks like what Mastershots is effectively doing is a bunch of quick shots, but the magic comes after it's done the quick shots, when I believe it's going to do something rather clever. So it's now flying around me, circling around, doing its magic. What's it doing now? Circle close, so it's using its digital zoom, or its center cropping zoom at least. Hey! Can't wait to see what this does. Is it going to go all the way around us? Okay, circle close. It looks like it's doing the droney now. Okay, flying away from me. That's nice. Look at that view. Beautiful. Does actually look like it's lost its target. Oh, okay, I suspect I know why. Now, you'll notice here, certainly on the preview, I'm seeing a lot of props in the shot there. And I think that's because it's windy today, and so the drone is not flying completely upright. This is going to be an interesting shot. Oh, that was quite funky. I like that. Hello. What's it doing now? Now it's doing rocket. Rocket is my favourite effect of them all. Some really loud birds here. Rocket is my favourite quick shot without question. Now it's doing camera down and circle. Boy, those birds are noisy today. Why do the birds always come and interfere when I'm filming? Camera down plus circle. So it's doing all these shots for me. I'm hoping it's also going to save them all as separate files so that if I don't want to use the edit afterwards that it creates, I can make my own. That would be cool. Oh, look at the birds that just got in shot. That's cool. Here it comes down. Camera down and descend. Hello. And it's finished, it says. Returning to original location. It's coming back down. Luckily it has downwards obstacle avoidance, so it's not going to end up on my head. That's the Mastershot complete. I think the magic is now in the app afterwards. So we'll go and have a look at that and see what we can find. So we're now in the DJI Fly app, and firstly, one big thing I need to point out, Mastershots are limited to 1080p, and that is a big shame. Let's hope that they improve that in the future. But anyway, for now, let's first of all go into the album, and then we choose our Mastershot sequence, and you can see it's indicated by the little icon in the bottom of the thumbnail. From that point, it then shows us basically our master shot that's been created. Look at those horrible props in the shot. That does seem to be a challenge with this drone, that props are unfortunately in shot if you're flying in a certain context. We then can choose to edit our master shot, and it has a bunch of templates that you can choose from as standard, and I do hope that these will be extended over time. They're split into categories like original, epic, cheerful, smooth and pop, and as you scroll through each one, it does seem to download the edit or the mix, or it's actually doing the edit in the background, and then it shows you a preview of it with all the sequencing, the colours and the music, which is quite cool. You can see here's a preview of one called Nature, which I quite like actually. It then basically splices up the imagery that it captured beforehand, and by the way, the images, the shots are not saved as separate files. The master shot, which lasts around 2 minutes in total, is saved as one large file of around 500 or 600 megabytes, and that file is actually stored in the app, and therefore it's easy to access if you do want to download the original high resolution media. But remember, again, it's limited to 1080p. So here's one which is quite nice. I've actually chosen to go with that one, and so now it's showing me the finished cut. So I can now download the high resolution footage directly from the drone onto the app so that the sequence can be shared at high resolution. That takes quite a while, so you do have to wait a little bit. But once it's finished, it will show you a preview of your finished sequence in high resolution. You then click the small share button top right, and then there's a number of options there, including download to device, which basically renders the final cut into a file. There are very, very limited options at this point, and it seems the sequence it renders lasts generally around 20 to 30 seconds, and there are no other settings. But I do think that as a new feature, this is the start, and that DJI will extend it. Anyway, in the meantime, here's the finished sequence, unfortunately in 1080p, downloaded straight from the drone. You'll probably have noticed whilst watching that the bitrate seems to be incredibly low, and the overall quality of the end result just isn't that good, especially compared to the original footage, which, as I said, you can play back. You actually saw parts of that original footage during the creation of the master shot during the filming. I actually switched to it quite a few times to show you that. I hope that that improves over time, but in the meantime, here's another master shot that I produced using one of the other themes.
So there you go, that's Master Shots. Not an April Fool's prank after all. And if you enjoyed this video, then do comment below. Links to the Air 2S are in the video description if you want to grab one now and add it to your drone fleet. A massive thanks to our channel sponsor, Svedrone. Visit them by clicking the link in the video description. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're a master plonker. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Thanks very much for watching.